All right, I wanted to give you guys a heads up. We are a little bit behind on the two case studies that we were getting ready to do with affiliate marketing and with local. And I wanted to show you why. Um, since May, I've been rewriting our entire process and we had a problem with QC, quality control, before, and it was not a big problem. It wasn't causing anything, wasn't causing any problems with how we were ranking things, but it was causing some frustration and for me and for a customer. So I I was it took me a long time of brainstorming to get that figured out over the past 4 months. And then I've started again and started rewriting our entire process. And what I'm doing is removing as much of the human element as possible. When you're working with VAs, VAs are not perfect. Normally, we're working with somebody who is using English as a second language. So there's some nuance things that get missed and overlooked. And there are also some quality control things that get overlooked because they simply may not have had the training that you have had as an SEO guy or a business owner who's doing your own SEO. And we had a customer that helped us work through a bunch of that and really made the discovery of the imperfection of our deliverables. So what I've been endeavoring to do is um, get things tightened up. We want our deliverables to be exactly what they say they're going to be. No nuance mistakes, no key mistakes in technique. Even though in SEO, we do so much and we do it so thoroughly that a lot of the times those small mistakes they never show up at all. They never do. And anybody that has used our services to increase their rankings know that. Um, if there's anybody that has any information otherwise, I haven't heard it yet, but I'd feel free to let me know. Always got an open ear. But rewriting this process and taking more of the human element out of it has increased our dependence on AI. And AI can itself be imperfect, but we're learning how to get around AI's imperfections. It's always improving. It's improving month to month to month, but we are learning how to make it work for us, and it's making the jobs of the VAs a little easier, and or it's making the process a little easier to solve when something doesn't go correctly. So that is really what I've been after, and it's like playing 10D chess. It's like playing 10 different games of chess with 10 different people all at the same time, because not only does AI not behave properly sometimes, and you have to figure out a way to make it behave, you also have to make it work with the many different software suites that we use. So I've spent the last 4 months rewriting this, and I just wanted to show you why I'm behind on the case studies. So you can see we're rewriting SOPs and redocumenting the entire process. And we have every SOP has an example document now of what the output is actually supposed to look like. So that's helped our VAs immediately gain a bunch of confidence. And also, we've added some new tools, like I said, and we've redocumented the whole process in video as well. So just like this one. Here's an example of GMB Google database audits. This is what they look like when you perform things correctly. And then our keyword research is we use a couple different tools and a couple of different techniques. Well, a few different techniques actually to get those keywords set up. And then we start collecting our content and what we're including in our websites and our Yak stacks and uh, all the content that we are publishing all over the internet, all this is a lot. We're doing. We've got iframes for every one of these items here. This is all iframe content from the GMB and from the target URL, target website, and Schema Writer. We've done a deep dive into Schema Writer. This is one of the best tools you're gonna get. I mean, it makes such a difference in so many ways. It's hard to even describe them all in a single video. Well, you can't. You need an entire course to explain them all and the benefits that you get from them. But it's so important to our process that I've created a new SOP. I've asked uh, Jesper for some new features, and we're getting down and dirty with the schema, and it is making a huge difference um, in several different ways. And I'll probably get into some of that later. Don't want to get it too far into the weeds now, but completely redoing this process has been a major undertaking, and getting everything recorded and then getting everything lined up with examples of what all the output should look like, testing AI until I get the right prompts so that it can take that human element away and take the potential for mistakes away. IBM has they have two software suites. Can't remember the name of it right now, but one of them is for doctors and one of them is for lawyers. And both of those software suites beat the humans in performance. And I think if you're able and have the time to dig in to AI, just with Chat GPT, um, you can find a way to, number one, reduce your mistakes and increase your productivity exponentially. And it's done both of those things for us. So we're finally getting ready to get those case studies going. And I still have a little bit to do here. Schema Writer, we still have to go over some images, indexing, and rank tracking, getting everything set up on Google Console and those things. And then, it's at about this point where we'll start doing, once we've applied everything that you've seen in this video, then that's the time to start doing gap analysis. Okay, this thing's had 3 or 4 weeks to our whatever we've published, whatever we've done. This thing's had 2 or 3 weeks to or four to get its results, performance results. And that's when we start doing gap analysis in order to climb ourselves all the way to the number one position and beat everybody. And then from there is the third phase, and that's where we start to take over more than one position in the search engine results. Google's changed it back, so there are only 10 search results on the front page besides the sponsored stuff and in some cases videos. But taking over the entire front page is really the ultimate goal. You want to suck up the traffic, you want to dominate, You suck up the traffic by taking up more spots. Are you gonna get 10? I don't know. Probably not. You're probably never going to get all 10 of them, but we do have some methods that we know will work. And I don't mind sharing those with you. EMDs are going to be part of the process, videos will be part of the process. Some other parasite SEO, because that's working so well right now. But you could definitely take over 6, 7 spots, maybe 8 in the search engine results. And that's when you know that you're going to be truly dominating the competition. And you want to take over an affiliate niche and beat all the big players. This 3-phase plan of action that we have is really the way to go. Is it the only way to go? Absolutely not. This is just the 10,000 steps that I've identified to get us from beginning to complete domination. And complete domination means holding 5 or more positions on the front page that send traffic to your number one website, or build your list rather than building someone else's, or making the phone ring for local, and things like that. So I consider that domination. It's something that I've already done on a local level, and now we are putting this in play on a national campaign, and it's doing very well. We're front page. We have at least one search engine result on the front page for everything that we're doing in this national campaign, and some of these are super super high competition keywords, because the equipment that we're selling with them is, I mean, this equipment can be $250,000 up to $1 million. So these companies know that, and they know that their web presence is important, and they have the money to spend it, and they do spend it in order to get those results. So, and in some cases, simply just schema has given us 2 spots in the SERPs for some of these keywords for some really, really expensive equipment. And so, and of course, the owners are very happy about that. And they're going to be even more happy when we take over at least half of the 10 search results. And they'll get more phone calls, and they'll make more money. So this is what we're working at, and you're going to see these steps in the case studies in both local and um, in the national campaign for affiliate marketing. And I think I've already put out a couple of videos for that, so you've got a head start there. And now I'm going to have a lot more time to actually start putting things into motion and getting the team trained up with the new methods. And we're going to show you some really cool stuff coming up. And we have a lot of these steps and things that we're doing, the things that you see here, a lot of these things we are selling for a very good price on services. And you should probably take a look at those. Are you going to need everything? No. As an SEO, you know what you're doing, and you probably know what you need. But like I've been saying for the past few years, we go overboard, because it's one thing just to manipulate Google's algorithm to get one spot on the front page. If you want to dominate the front page, it means you have to dominate the competition. In order to dominate the competition, you have to do more than the competition. And one of the things that has become easy for us to do is dominate that competition with schema, because the competition they don't know it as well as we do. How that happened? Well, I spent a lot of time studying schema, and I dug around the internet for some good tools. And Jesper has a couple of good tools in Yax. We're using Yax as well. How do we get so good in Yax? We just dug a little deeper, and we do a little bit more than everybody else. I had a customer send me a message the other day. He bought one branded stack a year ago, and he said the target URL, which was a service page for a very high-end local niche real estate, um, he's been at number 4 since. It went to number 4 and it stuck. And we've improved our schema game and our Yaks game a lot since then. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and let you know what I've been doing while I'm late on those case studies. But over the course of the next 3 months, we're going to make sure that we get some of these things done, and we're going to show you some really cool stuff. Thanks for watching.